Spring forth, fair spirits of the twilight bloom, by evening land and undiscovered country. Athena's arms still brace the sun at bay against the static harmony of grief, last luxury of human suffering. Shall you absolve the all of everything? What primal deed and tedious afterthought? Let Hades' abacus be no account in glimpses of a dim arrested past, as infants scarce a moment long return from flesh to fire, so unborn, so judgment flees before the world until its end. Yet now the overflow is opportune to rise, to reach, to plunge, to seal the breach, betide what will and wade with wide-eyed night, as blessed the drowned, debased the safe of shore. In joining waters winding high and low, let tearing torrents warble as they waste. Such is to think the good in tragedy, to see the tragic ever in the good. For as the active thought obscures itself, injustice gathers everything and nothing, in futures fecund for the fruit of fire, where sense and spirit, scrying eye to eye, behold in memory and oblivion the human truth that dares divine descent to wager forth the workings of the world. O crude concoction of what is and seems, flow on as mortals wake your worlding wheel, to grind each fleeting god to soil shining, equal to eternal fantasy.
To me, Herr Doctor, do not dally. Our steeds are hale and hungry for the dawn.
What pushes on? Not I. My will I left behind within that blessed cell of love. O wretched Faust, how changed again you are! Shall you hold nothing fast but morning dew?
Heinrich, Heinrich, feckless Epimetheus.
Speak not my name, foul creature mangled maid. Her lasting words be cursed upon your lips.
I must. You are no more that Faust of old, but born again, as even now the sun arises from the night it burns away.
Oh, I would too the day, and spare myself from histrionic's mocking of its light.
Spare me instead, you Christian hypocrite. Whose innards churned and chafed to chase across these vaulted streams its ochreous chariot? Who vied to drink its sinking light forever, and to eat the ether? Is he dead or sleeping?
He never was, for now I do negate not just the past, but all the future too.
You deign to be a devil by despair?
How can what wished to never be born again? What from the first reneges it all before experience? I, birthed at the barren breast that suckled still this straining mouse, these groping hands. Alas, my mother freed herself instead of me, this fallen, crooked timber of a man. Oh, had I never been to split your sphere, Gretchen, what beauteous life awaited you!
What flights of fancy, welded to the wind? You must negate the future that you live. Negation knots the nothing it resolves. Man errs ever, even as he dies. Who begged to bare his breast to fit the future? Who cursed the grace of love in its salvation? Horrid happiness in rapturous despair, who asked for such unneeded vacillation? Have I not given all to which you pledged, your prideful, feeble form so fickle now, that you should shirk the promised pain, although a droplet of the ocean, and exalt the extirpation of the name of action? Condemn it all, that little harpy too.
I dare not, for here I cannot stand. Take me to her. You must have a way. The afterlife is your domain, even for the saved.
She was not saved.
Did you not hear the voice resounding from above, from God?
That was no god, save out a mad machine, confused contraption fashioned of the time, whose force one day shall outpace even mine, and operated by some daft director, slave to hope and expectation bound to reconcile the spirit of the people, ballast of the battle of the gods.
Is your guile so spent that now you stoop to drivel? Listen, take me from this life-exhausted earth to plains beyond, where now my angel dwells.
Who told me he cared nothing for the yonder, that earth was source of all his sacred joys? Beware, once arrived I'll have no power there. How shall you strive without my charity?
I'll find a way. Now go.
Grab on my cloak. Now take this yellowed stick and hold it high. I take my chthonic form to be your guide.
And shall we pass through horn or ivory?
In with horn and out with ivory. In with ivory and out with horn. It makes no difference where the lie is born.
And what of pearl?
No substance rent from flesh shall garner truth. Now go before it closes.
Even here, crude nature's culture nurtures to negate abounding forms apparent to the eye. From twig to branch, coliferous, though bleak, and bud to blazing leaf, though weakened, wick the midnight sun into a brighter flame. And there, what wavering forms do still persist? Onward, kings of men cursed from repose. What water, fruit, or rock contain your soul? Yet strive and vie, confound what force denies.
What treasures lurk within these gloomy tombs? Gold and gems shine brighter in the shade. Look, the jewels the priest snatched from your lady fair.
Yet where is she? Where is she? Oh, Gretchen, if you would be, but how changed from her who in the happy realms of light, yet now withal still radiant as before. Though, were you not saved? I heard proclaimed on high. How comes it then that you are out of heaven?
Why, this is heaven, nor am I out of it. This perfect firmament of grey and grey, at striving's end, my restful heart in God.
But what gore-drenched gash drips round your neck, a drip? Is this become the necklace of my lust? I cannot bear the pain.
Then look away. There is no more for you to do or say.
Oh, do not rush so from my sight. I pray, if there was love between us, stay. If once you loved me for a moment true, then pity me awhile with your presence. Must you set your sight on this dark ground, and not decant my tears that shimmer to your eyes, and yearn against your hardened heart? I sought the gift of love, though ignorant of truth.
Heinrich, even now, shade, I shudder at you and your ill-chosen company.
I could not else did burden my frail form to well behold our passions fair and true.
Yet not fair enough to hold you in return. You would not die along my side, so now you come as living. You would lie with me in life, yet not in death, despite your word.
Cursed, I rue this deed 1,000-fold, which in my breast eternal memory holds. Remembrance past, remembrance yet to come. Our love that bound the inmost folds of time, each separate sphere a borning from the other, youth and yammer, calm and clamour, pact and passion, worship and the wager, striving with surrender hand in hand, as doubt with dogma, so too in resolve, renunciation, rude and ruination. Would that we had hearts to hold it all.
Even now a windbag is before, and so a worm entwines entelechies. Forget me not, your martyring voyeur.
A cur that drew me from your pleading side.
So to the grave you left me, as I knew you loved me not unto my windowed world, a cosmos destined for the slaughter bench. Yet how could I deny love's blossoming, or choke its freely self-effusing spring, until such godly snares subdued its course, and human furies drove it beneath the earth? Had I come with you on that fateful night, I would have been no more the Gretchen who you knew, and who knew you, as even now my love surpasses life itself for you, and all what else the devil can negate. Beyond the restless vision that you seek, I bring our love into eternity.